Hey everybody, Brendan the Realtor here. So a lot of you've been wondering if there's a slowdown in the real estate market and you're curious about the 2022 forecast regarding interest rates and home prices. So let's jump into that information along with reviewing December of 2021 data. So let's just jump into it. First of all, we're going to talk about showings because showings are a strong indication of what's happening in our market, right? Well, we can see from the most recent data from November that we've had more showings than we did from the previous November. So this continues to show that yes, our market is still strong. Then we can see from the pre-pandemic numbers to today what's happening with showings. Well, we can see in 2021 there has been an increase from 2020, at least in the over the last 5 Novembers. Then we can see from showing time, the company, they're saying that traditionally we do see that there's a lag in showings or purchases through the holiday season, but it's still like a huge strong demand this most recent holiday and the previous holiday as well. So again, because we see this strong demand, this continues to show that this upcoming year, there's still going to be a high desire of people wanting to purchase a home. Now, let's talk about rates. So, mortgage rates, we have heard this in the news, and I've been warning everybody even from 6 months ago that this is potentially going to happen. And you can see from quarter 1 to quarter 4, this projected increase. So, about 3.3% this quarter. And by the way, if your credit is less than perfect, your interest rate can be around the 4 to 4.1% right now. That's what we've just seen some of our clients unfortunately receive. But if your credit is excellent, then we've been able to see people around the 3.3 to 3.5%. So this is on par. In regards to the price forecast, all of these combined, different companies, different sources combine an average of 5.2% for an increase in pricing. So yes, home prices are likely going to continue to increase. That's what everybody's seeing and feeling. Now, overall, we do again for 2022, we do believe that homes are going to continue to increase in pricing and reach a 16-year high in 2022. That is from CoreLogic. So now let's jump into our normal review from the previous month. Here's the data. Let's talk about days to sell. We're seeing that in 2020, it took 33 days to sell on average, with the previous year was 23 days. So it's a few more days extra to sell. When it comes to the number of new listings, we saw a 5% increase. That means there's a little bit more to choose from this year compared to last year. And I think most of us have felt that, and it shows through data. Now, the close price to list price, ready? Hey, how much is a home selling for versus how much do they want? Well, we see that the sellers are getting more than what they're truly asking for. Now, data says 100%, but we don't show anything above 100%. The median list price is 449,000. This is slightly lower than what we've seen in previous months. And the median close price is higher at 477,000. Again, that kind of close price to list price ratio. The active listings to sold listings, when we do the calculation, shows that the inventory, so how much availability of active homes are on the market, is 26 days, so less than a month. This is reduced from the previous month, which was a little bit over 1 month of inventory available. So what the heck does all this mean? If you're a buyer, because you're under 1 month of inventory, it means it's still a strong seller's market. So anything under 4 months, it's a strong seller's market. Interest rates are still low compared to like 1980s when it was 18% interest rates. Yes, it's still relatively low throughout history, but rates are going up. That means your monthly payments are probably going to go up and affordability is going to be decreased. You will have more new construction availability to select from, so that's great. And not every home has multiple offers. If it's perfect, if the home is perfect location, expect multiple offers like Brushy Creek Avery Ranch. We still see 100,000 plus over list price still happening. But if the home is imperfect and needs work, you will expect the home to stay on the market longer. Or if the home is overpriced, like we do see with a lot of discount brokers, you see those homes staying on the market a lot longer. That's because they're well overpriced. Important tips. First of all, you really need to gain education in today's market because 2 years ago to today is completely different. So be sure to ask for the home buyer or seller consultation or education seminars. And number two, you must have the right lender. It is so critical. Otherwise, you're not going to potentially be able to have your offer received if you went with the wrong lender. Sellers, yes, there's more competition, okay, because there are more sellers. But there are more delusional sellers out there because they're listing their home at a price that just doesn't make sense. They have that old mindset that, hey, if I price it a little too high, somebody may come in and want to negotiate that amount. Well, we're finding that buyers aren't even wanting to go see the home, or they're not even putting in an offer because they're seeing that the seller's just delusional and they're just not going to get what they want. Overall, it's still an amazing time to sell for now with interest rates still low. We'll see what happens in the future. That might change the buyer pool. And the selling strategy is completely different today. So you really need to ask your experienced realtor how today differs even from 1 year ago. We do historically have low inventory, like we mentioned before, and you're either going to find that you're under contract within 1 to 4 days or between 15 to 30 days, depending on condition and price. All right, so with that said, if you have any questions about what we went over, or you're just needing to learn more, or you need an education seminar, or you're a past client wanting to know the value of your home, it doesn't matter, reach out. We're happy to provide education because that's super key to success. All right, till next time, we'll see you next month.